Hey guys, it's Jeff with Student Money. Today I want to talk to you about whether or not there's such a thing as good debt. A lot of people believe there's only bad debt, and there is no such thing as good debt. I happen to believe there's a time and a place for debt. Good debt is debt that's not paid by you, it's paid by others. It's also used to increase your wealth. Example would be a loan that you might take out for your business to expand that business to create new revenue. Another example would be rental properties. To go out and get a commercial loan on an apartment complex. And then there's bad debt. Bad debt is debt that you have to pay yourself. An example would be your personal car loan or your personal credit card. These are all goods and services that you use a credit card to purchase, but that you have to pay out of your cash flow to pay back. That's going to be bad debt. Those are liabilities. Good debt, yes, they're liabilities, but they also increase your wealth. So they're a liability, but they're also an asset, because those assets bring money back in, pays the debt, and then expands your wealth. So debt is really a tool to use to increase your wealth. But you have to be careful with debt, because debt is also a double-edged sword. That apartment complex that you consider an asset, that you have a mortgage on, can turn into a liability overnight if you let things get out of control. So management is really the key to managing debt, and not to have too much debt. So there's a lot of people out there that say you should pay cash for everything and that you shouldn't have to use debt at all. The problem with that is a lot of people don't have the money. You can't just go out and save $1 million. But I can go to a bank in an afternoon, I can borrow $1 million. The real question is how do you manage that? The bank's only going to give you that money if you're a good manager of money. If you're a bad manager of money, first of all, they're not going to lend you the money. The second thing is if they do lend you the money, you better manage it correctly, or it's going to turn from an asset to a liability right away. So here's a few tips that I use to handle debt. First of all, avoid no money down deals. We'd all love to buy a piece of real estate for no money down. I've done it myself. The problem is you're at a higher risk from that asset turning into a liability. The other one is watching those high debt ratios. When I go out and get a loan with a bank, they take a look at these debt ratios and your income, and they want to make sure that you're able to handle the debt load. The third tip is to shop your loan providers. If you're going to go out and get a mortgage, or if you're going to go out and get any type of line of credit, go to multiple banks, multiple institutions, and shop them, because not all lenders are the same. And always remember, when you borrow money, the borrower is servant to the lender. If you don't make those payments, that lender is going to come back and take that asset back and put it back into their pocket. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please click subscribe below and join our community of like-minded individuals. And I'll see you next time on Student Money.